So I'm here in Austria. So I'm now in Austria. You can see behind me, this is the Opera House in Vienna, and it is outstanding. It is really central to most of Vienna. If I show straight onto the road here, we have the underground just here as well. It is really well connected, but then standing aloft is this fantastic building. It really is an outstanding building and still holds normal shows quite regularly. It's not like this has been put through to the annals of time. It is still a working building. It is absolutely outstanding, and definitely when you're coming in to Vienna, a good thing to see and to let you know just what kind of country you're in. Because it's December and especially Germanic country, I find myself at another market, another Christmas market. Obviously a few different things here, a lot more food and more alcohol here than found in Hungary, at least on these kind of stalls. But yeah, if it's December, if it's this kind of thing, coming to countries in Eastern and Central Europe, if you like your Christmas markets, definitely a big thumbs up to why you would come here this time of year. So of course, it being very stereotypical, you can see there, strudel. I'm in Austria, you've got to do strudel, and it's the traditional baking stall, so we've got to try and do strudel if we can. So yeah, why not? So we've got to have the pastry now that we are here. Of course, you can't do Vienna without it, so as you'd expect, it's amazing. This is kind of the biggest thing for Vienna and Austria in general. Most of the pastries we know about, I think even the Danish, it's actually from Vienna. It's definitely something they excel at, and I'm going to keep enjoying them. See behind me these beautiful architecture and some interesting statues as well. The harpies there. Just here, these beautiful gardens. Now obviously it's coming up to or in winter, so not quite as luscious as they would be during the summer months or even the spring months, but it is really nice. And yeah, Austria is an interesting one. It has a lot of elements from similar to Hungary, as I've been to, also Germany, obviously interconnected, but it's a really interesting place to come. Definitely more expensive than a lot of other countries, and one of the more expensive in Europe, in Central and Western Europe anyway, one of the more expensive, but still definitely worth a visit. So if you decide to follow my footsteps and come to Vienna here in Austria, one of the main things you'll notice, and you can even see behind me, is the beautiful architecture. It is absolutely outstanding, and for buildings that for many of us from certain other countries would consider not needed of such beauty or such architectural magnificence in some way, but it's just something you can't avoid when you're here in Vienna. It doesn't have to be the amazing opera house for you to see something truly outstanding in terms of architecture. Now this in front of me is the Rathaus der Stadt, the seat of local government. That's a local government building. Now granted, we are in the capital, and of course things will be slightly more grandiose because of it, but that's outstanding. It's also far more integrated into its surroundings, because if you see here at the bottom, you'll notice there are in fact parts of a market, another Christmas market here in Vienna that's yet to quite open. But to have things such as that in front of me and see the integration is something that just screams Vienna and screams Austria as a whole. As if to prove the point I was just making, this is around the corner from the Rathausstadt. This is one of the museums, of which there are many in Austria, and just completely normally integrated with the surroundings. You have white vans going past such a beautiful thing. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. I am stuck at the airport. I'm not in the UK, I'm still out in Austria, and yeah, I've done some connecting flights which have turned out to be connecting flights from different airports that the travel people did not tell me about when I booked them. So this is the stuff you can come up against when you're travelling sometimes. It's not always that straightforward and you have to deal with this as you're travelling, but it can be a serious pain.